Also, I will do my best. I'm so glad to stay here this evening and to be the person that will introduce in this amazing place the concept of Ion Sentia as a cognitive city. Because I want to make before a little bit introduction about us, about the era we are living. Because we are living in a particular era. Check this slide, please. In a particular era where the world is changing very, very, very fast. Every day arrive a new innovation. Every day arrive a new technology. Every day something is new. But who is not so young like me, because I'm not so young, I think that we are really, really lucky. Because we understood what happened when something is changing, when the new era is coming. We lived when we passed from the personal PC, do you remember this kind of PC, to quantum PC. We lived what happened when we passed from the telephone with cord to the smartphone. Now we are living a new era that is changing all the world, the era of artificial intelligence. And we have to, all together, to say thanks to one company, OpenAI for sure, you know, that built the first generative AI and introduced a new concept of AI. So, from that moment, we started to talk about AI, even if the concept of AI is more oldest. But we started to look at the generative AI. By the way, what's happening now is that we are starting to use AI, generative AI, every day, every time, every moment, also for web search. Very soon, believe in me, also Google will be probably in our old memory, because our child are starting to use the generative AI also for web search, saving time and having best results. But what happened? Around the world happened that thousands and thousands of companies are starting in a race. Everywhere in the world there are companies that want to make innovation using AI. Everywhere, starting from Europe to China to US, everywhere, is a daily race, and very hard race. But what I'm really, really proud is that a few months ago, in October, for my first time, I've been here in Abu Dhabi, where I have to say I'm a little bit emotional about it, because what I found here is something very impressive. Because I found here a city, a country, and people that take care about people and about innovation. Is not scared about innovation, but take care and use the innovation. I was really, really impressed to see here that a city like Abu Dhabi is, in my opinion, one of the most innovative cities in the world, probably the first one. And imagine for an Italian guy that arrives searching somebody to show a product like we have, it was not easy, because I had not relation, I had nobody. And I found here not only friends, I found here real partners and brothers that got me time to listen what we had to propose. And we introduced our concept of AI, Maya. And it was very hard at the beginning, I'm very honest, because imagine all the world in that time was looking at a company that was investing billions and billions of dollars developing system in AI. Everywhere. And we are not invested billions. We are little, very little compared with all these companies that invested billions. So, how was the way to explain that we had a product that really we was proud to announce? Of course, we can take care about technology. We can explain that we was the first to use a reasoning system, that we was the first to make web search using AI in our Maya. But Maya is totally unknown here. Also, everywhere in the world, because it's very, very little. So, we found an idea to explain very, very fast the potentiality of Maya, because you can spend a lot of words talking about techniques, code, source code, innovation, technology, but I think that the best way is to demonstrate what is the product. So, the first approach we had here to explain Maya was showing something during our meeting. Probably somebody in this place remember when we was doing that. And what happened, and what I want to show you, that is a little bit funny, but in my opinion explain exactly what was Maya in that moment. We are talking about October, we are talking about 6 months, and in just 6 months, thanks to our new friends, thanks to our new brothers, we did something very, very impressive and very, very fast. We was using to compare our Maya with the most important competitor in the world. So, for example, we was trying to use Maya, this is Maya, as a generative AI, to ask something very, very simple, like this. Please generate a business plan to launch a new washing machine in Europe. Just an example. Don't take care about the question. Now, how to demonstrate that Maya, where we are not invested billions like other company, works very well? Simply. We did the same question to the most important generative AI competitor. Exactly the same question. Of course, both of them started to make a business plan. In this case, because we were talking about business plan, but we did a lot of this kind of example. After that, how to demonstrate if we work exactly in the good way? Very simple. We was asking directly to the competitor, AI, to give our business plan generated by Maya, in this case, and give a score and compare with the business plan generated by this. So we asked this, and we asked directly to the competitor platform to make a comparison. All the meeting we had was surprised, because in 9 on 10 cases, every time Maya wins. This is not words of Maya, this is not my words, this is the comparison made directly by the competitor. In this summary, it's very easy to understand. After that, we were starting to talk about technology, because why is possible this? It's possible this because we started at first to use a particular technology that we called ThinkFlow. But before to talk about ThinkFlow, I want to show you a short video that introduces the argument.
We are living in an extraordinary era. Artificial intelligence is no longer a promise. It's already here. in our homes, in our work, in our everyday lives. Millions of people around the world use it to write texts, contracts and reports, to generate images, create presentations or publish posts on social media. Some even rely on it to compose a song or write the book of their dreams. We've started asking AI for help with online searches too. Faster, more direct, more focused, more human. Just one click, one question, one real-time answer. We've become digital, but also fragmented. Today there's an app for everything. One to check your electricity bill, one to view your lab results, another to see your child's school grades, one to book a medical appointment, another to renew documents, to pay a bill, plan a trip, find parking. Dozens of apps, dozens of passwords, a digital jungle on every smartphone in every part of the world. And every app wants something from us: time, data, trust. But very few give us something truly meaningful in return: clarity, simplicity, peace of mind. What if there were another way? Now imagine this: a single AI, a seamless experience that also protects all your data and prevents it from being used by other apps.
So we started to explain our idea, to have an AI on top, like an orchestrator, able to manage different level of app. But somebody can say, yes, but it's not so innovative. There are some applications like this. So somebody says, but you are simply an aggregator. And we started to explain that we was creating something different. Imagine, for example, that I wanted to ask to Maya a simple question like, I would like to take Tommaso, my son, during the Milan's match in Italy. Maya understands the request, searching on the knowledge, because if the answer could be created using their internal knowledge, okay, otherwise create a system that I will show you later, and start to process the information. But why? In how Maya works. We created what we called personal profile graph. It means that every time I use Maya, Maya is like a friend that learns every day more information about me. And only me, is not sharing data outside of the device about me. And is using that kind of information to go in deep in me and to understand better how to solve my problem. So, for example, Maya know that Tommaso, I used simply the name, but Tommaso is a son. Maya know that Tommaso likes to play football and to see the match of Milan. Check and control if we have time to go to the stadium. Try and check also to understand where is the match. In the meantime, Maya know that my son is going to school, and the day after have the math test. So the answer of Maya is not just, oh, I can help you to buy the ticket, or oh, I can help you to buy to choose the best road. No, it's different. Maya is able to give an answer like this. Okay, you want to go to football match with your son? Okay, you can buy the ticket, etc., etc. But take care, because your son have a math test. And if you go there, probably you don't have time to study. This is what we want. We don't want a simple application that is an aggregator. We want a real AI that for any of us became a digital friend of us that know us in the deep. Maya will know if, for example, I like to eat fish or vegetables. If my wife, Vanya, like to eat fish or vegetables. And when will be the next birthday, if I wanted to invite her in a restaurant, Maya not simply will book the restaurant, but Maya know that Vanya is my wife, so I need just ask Maya, please Maya, I want to book a restaurant for my wife tomorrow. Maya know that my wife is Vanya. Maya know that my wife likes to eat vegetables. Maya will choose and suggest us the restaurant that will be perfect for us. To do that, it means that we are populating what we called graphs knowledge. The graphs knowledge, to explain what is the graph knowledge, you have to imagine like our work, our brain. If I ask you something, if you know the answer, you gave me the answer in one shot because it's easy, because you know the answer is in your brain, is in your knowledge. If you don't know the answer, you have to start to understand. You are activating thousands and thousands of different synapses in your brain. Probably you need to go to search something where, in the internet, on a book, where you want the information, before giving me the answer. Maya works exactly like this. What we are trying to do is to create, and it is already working, to create an AI that is trying to emulate exactly how works the brain. Not simply an app, not simply an application, but a real think flow reasoning technology. This is the concept of Maya that will be the engine of Ion Sentia. Because when we shared with Bold Technologies, and I can only say many, many thanks, and never will stop to say many, many, many thanks, because they spent time to understand what we was able to offer as technology, but they was spending time to share a vision. Because the idea is, if Maya is able to do that, we can create a new era where the AI could be on top of everywhere, because we already have something that we're using in AI for the management of the city. We already have the smart city. We already have thousands of applications. But what we need is an orchestrator that will be a bridge between the citizen or the tourist, between me and the city, that interact with me. An application that control and manage autonomously the device that we have in our house, that is able to save energy, that is able to save water, that is able to make a better world. I don't want to bore you with my words. I want to show you a second last video, and I hope I'm not annoying you too much.
In Abu Dhabi, the global cradle of technology and innovation, this digital fatigue has already been understood, and among the first in the world. Abu Dhabi's triumph in unifying more than 900 public services into a single platform. But now, the next frontier begins, extending intelligence beyond government. With Ion Sentia, not only citizens, but also companies, hospitals, and private entities can integrate and orchestrate their own services, from smart homes to security systems, from clinical infrastructures to connected operations. This is the evolution from digital government to intelligent living. Today we are ready to begin a new and exciting journey where we will no longer use just any AI. Not a simple chatbot for checking your latest bill, not just a tool that guides you through bureaucracy. An app that can be used like a typical generative AI to create texts, documents, images, and more. Perhaps even more powerful than the famous AIs you're already using. A true revolution that doesn't offer an endless list of menus and functions, but an app you can talk to like a friend or a consultant that radically transforms your urban life with immediate, powerful actions, free from bias. Answers you'd never imagine could help you because they go beyond your current way of thinking. An evolving AI, one that evolves you, is capable of reasoning. A true superintelligence that doesn't just answer, but understands you and uses personalized information to respond to your needs. that doesn't just serve you, but connects you with the world around you and the city you live in. This is Ionsentia, the world's first cognitive city. A city that listens, a city that learns, a city that evolves with you, a city that speaks with you, knowing you deeply. At the heart of Ionsentia is Maya Prime, your intelligent companion and the only interface you'll ever need to access the city. Through Maya Prime, you speak with Ionsentia, and Ionsentia speaks with you. Want to know how much energy you're consuming? Maya Prime tells you, and doesn't just show you a graph or a bill or tell you whether you're using more or less than the average. It evaluates your lifestyle, knows your family, connects with your devices, and talks to you like a human who knows you and your home. Need to book a restaurant? It doesn't just suggest a place, but knows your tastes and those of your friends and family, and knows exactly which restaurant to recommend based on what you and your kids like to eat. Want to check your child's school grades? It doesn't just show you a list of scores, but knows your child, checks their social activity, and can understand what distracts them from studying and how to support them. Want to monitor your health? It doesn't just access your clinical data and book you a doctor's appointment, but can assess your state and advise you based on your personal characteristics. Maya Prime controls your home, adapts to your needs, responds before you even ask. It doesn't just connect to your devices, it manages them autonomously, questions them, and optimizes them based on your lifestyle and activities at home. It becomes an extension of who you are. It becomes your most trusted friend, managing and adapting the city around you. A neural bridge between you and the living city surrounding you. Ionsentia is a voice, an interface, a city. Energy, traffic, schools, healthcare, emergencies, mobility, communication. Not just cold data analysis and predictive attempts, but a living system that continuously analyzes and anticipates the needs of both individuals and communities, optimizing the world around you. It predicts traffic to help you arrive earlier. It leads you to the parking spot that's waiting for you. It alerts nearby doctors if your health is at risk, even before you realize it. It prevents danger, anticipates emergencies, and watches over your safety. It monitors and optimizes the use of water, energy, and all available resources for a greener, smarter future. Ionsentia is the city that listens, that protects you and what you love, that gives you back what truly matters: time, energy, peace of mind. Born from the vision of Bold Holding, headquartered in Abu Dhabi, and My Ion Inc., Ionsentia is not just a project. It is a global standard for the cities of the future, not only in a place like Abu Dhabi where excellence is proven to work. It is a standard that starts in Abu Dhabi and should be adopted in cities around the world. From Rome to Mexico City, from New Delhi to the Principality of Monaco, traffic, lifestyle, health, safety, and the future will no longer be a question mark, but a clear answer, thanks to Ionsentia's integration with your city, your family, and yourself. This is not science fiction. It's real. It's now. It's with you. Forged in Abu Dhabi, where vision always becomes reality, this revolution will be the architect of humanity's future. An augmented reality accessible to all, not just imagining tomorrow, but building it today. With Ionsentia, the future will be the most human place you've ever lived in.
Basically, to close this amazing opportunity to stay here, I wanted to say just that our shared dreams is to have the opportunity to stay here, and thanks to Bold we have it, not because we think that Abu Dhabi needs us, because Abu Dhabi, as I said, is a perfect place to live. I'm so proud that my wife is here these days and now understand finally when in Italy I said that here you can stay safety and in the best way. But from here, we can do something together that solve problem for a city like Rome, where it's impossible to live because the traffic is amazing and there is a lot of crimes. Where city like Mexico City, or I don't know, New York, Manhattan, everywhere. What I used to say is that what I found here is that all the enemy outside became friend in Abu Dhabi. And thanks to this, thanks to the opportunity you gave me, really, really, many, many thanks, I'm proud and ready to start to work very hard here. Thanks you so much. Thank you for your time. Thanks for coming.